What's going on, guys? Trey coming back at your screen by means of the World Wide Web. And today for you guys, I'm definitely happy to be bringing you this 6-star evolution video. So the one we're going to be evolving today is Zephyr, guys, my boy. So Miracle Totem, Dark Totem, 2 Dark Pots, a Metal Mimic along with 500,000 Zel, and you can get yourself a 6-star Zephyr. So let's evolve this beast. This power to overcome all, I just can't allow it. I have still much more to investigate. Alrighty guys, so there's a Zephyr the man here, so let's break him on down. Dark Warlord Zephyr is a 6-star dark element unit. Mine is Lord type, which means no increases, no decreases, everything nice and smooth across the board. Cost of 26, leader skill is called Light's Conviction, which is a 15% reduction in damage from light types and boost to damage dealt to light types from dark types. So unique leader skill there, preferably for mono dark squads. Brave Burst is called Dark Slash, which is a 13 combo powerful dark attack on all enemies and as defense ignorant effect to all allies attack for 2 turns. 28 BCs in order to fill up that BB gauge, guys. So really nice. He's able to do defense ignore on his regular BB, which I'm very happy about. I will know pretty soon whether or not that is instant defense ignore or every unit after defense ignore. And what I mean by that, guys, is before an update that came out here, it's probably been about a month now. Units like Lava, for example, Lava's Super Brave Burst has defense ignore, but it wasn't instant. And what that means is when I swiped it, she herself did not ignore defense, but everyone else that attacked after her for the duration of 2 turns did ignore defense. But instant ignore defense, which she now has on her Super Brave Burst, and I know for a fact that Dilma has on his Brave Burst, is instant defense ignore, which means when I swipe her, she herself ignores defense on that same turn as well as everyone after her for the duration of 2 turns. So I will find that out about Zephyr here soon because I don't know quite yet. My main use for my Zephyr right now, honestly, is Metal Parade. He is definitely on my Metal Parade squad because he ignores defense, guys. That is a majority of my squad for Super Metal Parade. I use that because I do not like sitting here and outright battling a crystal, a metal crystal. They have like 300 HP, I think, and if you're only doing 1, possibly 2 damage with Spark, the battle can take a nice little bit. To whereas if I ignore defense, I can instantly just kill him and move on to the next round. So I use Zephyr to make my Super Metal Parade runs much more efficient and time effective. He is able to speed up the amount of runs I can make with the use of 1 key. So excellent work for my Zephyr. Definitely like using them for that. I also have a lot of people that I know I use them for a crit squad, so not bad there either. Anyway, his Super Brave Burst is called Black Nemesis, which is a 15 combo powerful dark attack on all enemies and has defense ignoring effect to all allies attacks for 2 turns. It also boosts the attack for dark types for 3 turns, and that costs 24 BC on top of the 28 BC it takes to fill up the original BB, guys. So that is Zephyr in a nutshell. So let's go ahead and take him out for our regularly scheduled test drive. Just a little extra information about Zephyr. His normal attack is 9 hits. And then as we just discussed, his BB is 13 and his SBB is 15. So let's see, let's take Lunaire Salon. Get that 65% boost to attack. Bingo, there he is, guys. The man himself. Alright. So let's check out his regular attack straight from the get-go. First of all, his weapon is ridiculous. That thing is huge. It is no joke. Let's check it out. Actually, let's make sure I have on battle effects first. I didn't. Now let's check it out. Whoop! Nice. 9 hits right there. Quick and rapid. Real nice to spark with. Alright, let's get into Zephyr's story. So, Zephyr is one of the 12 guardians of the gods who are protectors of the land of the gods. This magician's seniority matched that of Sodas, and even his power was said to rival his. However, he wasn't conceited in his strength and chose simply to carry out his own role, supporting the ever-popular Sodas as he purposely remained a step behind. It is believed that this cool-headed and smart guardian in fact served as an officer and was highly regarded while Sodas stood as leader. So then after that, Sodas decided to betray the gods. So when Zephyr heard about Sodas' betrayal, he immediately began looking for him, hoping to meet him face to face to hear his reasoning. Coming to believe in the righteousness of Sodas' cause, Zephyr left his side to collect information. Upon returning, Zephyr saw that more of his guardian friends had joined him in believing in Sodas. So he smiled and realizing that he had made the correct choice. Now, as the fighting between the 12 guardians broke out, Zephyr continued his investigation into what Sodas said about the gods planning to destroy the humans. Now, whether or not he found this truth is unknown, but there's extremely little documentation concerning Zephyr after that point. So one theory states that after obtaining proof of the gods' invasions, Zephyr returned to find the battle between the guardians had ended, and soon afterwards the army of the gods began their attacks. Yep, so that's the story of Zephyr, guys. Sided with Sodas. Let's check out his BB. Dark Slash. Boom. That defense ignoring effect, baby. Have to take on the Metal Parade to find out whether or not his is instant or not. I hope it's instant on BB and not only Super BB, or even worse, neither. I don't think they do my boy Zephyr like that. No way. Alrighty, guys. So now that we've taken Zephyr on our test drive, let's go ahead and do our pros and cons. So, pros about Zephyr. Statistically sound for sure, in my opinion. Mine is a Lord type. Approximate max stats for Lord type, which I forgot to say earlier: 6304 HP, 1850 attack and defense, and 1603 recovery. So Zephyr has potential to have a ton of HP. His animal type gets over 7,000 HP, which is impressive, very impressive. Another pro about Zephyr, he'd definitely be useful on a mono dark squad. That's basically what his leader skill allows for. But even if you don't use him for his leader skill, he's still pretty effective on the mono dark squad, in my opinion. He has stats. And another pro about him, he has that defense can ignore. Not that defense ignore is a super important buff. Honestly, Metal Parade is about the best reason for defense ignore, in my opinion. Or against any metal unit, period. If you use defense ignore, you completely nullify their defense, and instead of doing a little 1 and 2 damage, you end up doing hundreds of amount of damage. So very useful in Metal Parade. That is my main purpose, or the main use for my Zephyr, honestly. But I also just straight up like him. Kind of biased, I'm not gonna lie. I just like Zephyr. So yeah, definitely good with his BB and SBB. BB as the defense ignore, SBB as the defense ignore, and also increases the attack for dark types. So that's why he'll be best used on a mono dark squad, if not for metal units. His amount of hits actually ain't bad. 15, in my opinion, is probably the threshold where he can actually be somewhat usable for sparking and BC production. So 15 hits for his SBB is actually decent, guys. That is not too shabby at all. So main cons, my opinion, He doesn't have the best BB gauge refill rate, with his BB coming in at 28 BCs and his SBB coming in at 24 BCs. That's pretty much the average nowadays. There's better out there, but he doesn't have the fastest BB gauge fill rate. Honestly, other than that, that's about it, guys. Zephyr definitely has its uses. Like I said, Mono Dark Squad for sure. Mono Dark Squad, there are those using them on their crit squad for a defense ignore effect, as well as the ability to be able to spark with him nicely because of his attack animation. 9 rapid hits for the normal attack, and his BB and SBB also do those rapid hits just back to back. Just real nice, man. Wonderful to spark with. So all in all, guys, honestly, I give Zephyr A-. He's probably one of the more useful out of all the 12 Guardians, in my opinion. A lot of other ones aren't really ultra useful to me personally, but Zephyr definitely serves multiple purposes, and he can be used in a variety of situations, more so than most of the other Guardians. So there we have it, guys, our 6-star evolution / review of 6-star Zephyr. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please continue to like, subscribe, favorite, share, comment, and everything else. And I will be back at your screen with more Brave Frontier Global soon, guys. Later.